And I'm back. What's up, dorks? I'm here today because one of our longtime listeners, Shara, the Stitch Dork, she requested during one of our previous videos, the one where we're super stressed out and freaking out about pre-registration at Comic-Con. She suggested that she would like a tour of the Dork Cave, and I am here to oblige her. Shara is listening and watching right now as I speak. So here's the idea that I had. I'm not going to do a full tour of the Dork Cave. We don't have time for that. But I thought I would start like a new series of videos that allows me to showcase or brag about a few of the collectibles that I have in the Dork Cave. We're in the main office hub of the Dork Cave right here. This is not where we record, but this is where I do my writing, my thinking, my reading, and it's where I come to look at all my goodies. So, where to begin? Well, I wanted to begin with a statue, this statue right here, that means a lot to me. It is the statue that I purchased immediately after proposing to Lisa, the wife dork, many years ago, over a decade ago. Now, that's weird because this is a statue of Marvel Zombies, issue number 5's cover, originally illustrated by Arthur Sudum. The Marvel Zombies comic was written by Robert Kirkman, who went on to do the Walking Dead television show. Well, hold on. Before that, he was known for writing The Walking Dead. And so Marvel, at the time, they had a pretty good relationship. This was before Robert Kirkman said F it to all Marvel and DC storytelling and became an exclusive Image guy. But back in the day, he would write Marvel Zombies comic. And what that was an alternate universe in which, you know, the superheroes got bit by zombies and became zombies themselves. It's a really wild and weird comic book. It sounds silly and stupid, but it's actually pretty damn good. And the Spider-Man of the Marvel Zombies universe is a real sad sack. He just hates being a zombie, but he can't control the hunger inside him. And I think he ate Aunt May before the comic even started. So that gives you a sense of, you know, the humor and the grotesqueness of that book. Anyway, it was a really popular comic book series. And what they would do on each cover, they would lampoon a classic Marvel comic book. In this case, it's the Mary Jane and Spider-Man wedding issue. That's The Amazing Spider-Man number 21. So Arthur Sudum took that image and did a Marvel Zombie spin on it. Actually, I have the Marvel Zombie trade paperback right here. And if you go to the back, they have like a gallery of all of the covers. And you can see issue number 5. Ooh, can I see? So there it is. That's Arthur Sudum's spin on Amazing Spider-Man number 21. Marvel Zombies was a hit. There are many spin-offs and sequels to Marvel Zombies. In fact, there's even an Army of Darkness versus Marvel Zombies comic book that is delightful. Not written by Robert Kirkman, but still pretty darn good. Anyway, they made a statue. Ruby Garcia for Diamond Select Toys did this sculpt of the Arthur Sudum design. And it's just so gross. Look at Mary Jane's guts. That's disgusting. Look at Parker's face. I mean, it's just so gnarly, and I love it so much. And what I like about it is, you know, it's the happiest day in Peter's life, and he's been turned into a zombie, and he can't control himself, so he eats Aunt May. I think he even attacks Mary Jane, and she probably didn't last long, obviously. What's Shara saying here? I've got 2 screens up so I can see because the camera's at such a far distance. Oh gosh, my computer's not working. I'm going to have to track down the Army of Darkness run. You should, Shara. You really should. But I would recommend reading Marvel Zombies Part 1 first. Even though Army of Darkness kind of acts as a prequel to that storyline. It's really weird, bonkers. It actually started in the Ultimate Universe with Fantastic Four, the ultimate versions of the Fantastic Fours broke into the Marvel Zombies universe, and that's when all hell broke loose. It was originally created by Mark Millar, who wrote Kick-Ass. So yeah, that's where it all came from. Anyway, so I proposed to Lisa, right? And she said yes. I did it at the Kennedy Center. I did it next to John F. Kennedy's giant bust. And that was a little weird, staring up at Kennedy as I proposed. And I thought, that might not be a great place to propose, but that's where I did it. I was super nervous. I was stunned that Lisa said yes. And here we are, 10 years plus into podcasting together, let alone marriage. So that night, I went home. I was feeling pretty good. The next morning, I got up. What do I do to celebrate? I go to the comic book store. I went to Phoenix Comics and Toys in Ashburn. They were in Ashburn at the time. They don't exist anymore. They're gone. They're kaput. If you're in Ashburn, you can now go to Comic Logic. But at Phoenix Comics and Toys, they had this front and center. I was already a big fan of Marvel Zombies. And it just seemed like appropriate. Here we are. We're going to get married. Boom. Wedding toy. Wedding statue. And I bought it. I took it home. That night, Lisa came on over. And I was like, look, I celebrated our marriage with purchasing a marriage-themed comic book item. And she got a kick out of it. And for like a brief moment, Lisa and I were contemplating using this statue as the topper to our wedding cake. I don't know how a wedding cake could support it, but I've seen heavier things supported at the top of a wedding cake. But because we were having such a traditional Catholic wedding, we didn't think that her mom and dad would go for this statue on the top of the cake. Yeah, so I've had it in the Dork Cave. It actually rests up top next to the Pale Man. And it stares down at me every day from the Dork Cave. I don't know. What did you think about that? Was this interesting? Did you like this? Do you want to see more videos like this one where I pull a character off of the shelf and talk about it? I mean, I could talk about my Space Moon Cow statue that sits on my desk that I purchased from the Dallas airport on my first trip to Texas. I got all kinds of weird things here. If you like this, let me know in the comments. Tell me that you want more videos like this one, and I'll start grabbing things off the shelf. Like Teddy Bear Galactus. Boom! Teddy Bear Galactus. He's the devourer of worlds and souls and cuteness. Ooh, I love Teddy Bear Galactus. That was a gift from my buddy Robert. Yeah. So yeah, let me know. You want more videos like this? I will do them. I'm trying to keep them short. I'm not good at that. I like to ramble. But I think I've said everything about this statue that I can. I love it to death. Oh, man, look at the back of the statue. Look at Parker's ass. Ooh, it's all eaten out and rotten away. I love it. Okay, there you go. That's, what do we call this? Dork Cave Bragging Video 1. Let's go with that. Yeah. So, follow my other dorks. Wife Dork, of course, she's at Sidewalk Siren on all social media. She's on Letterboxd. She's dishing out stars, or sometimes very few stars. Follow the Disco Dork at the Disco Dork on all social medias. Follow Brian Young, the Turtle Dork, at the Turtle Dork on all social medias. He's got some numbers and whatnot to differentiate between social platforms. Don't worry about it. Just Google them. Follow the Indie Dork at WB Das. And I, of course, am MouthDork. Follow me at MouthDork on all social medias. There you go. I'm done. I'm going to hit the little button. It's off. And until next time.